Okay, tomorrow's your test, and be on the packet where you see a 7x minus 4. Okay, now, what is the slope and the y-intercept of the following equation? And you see y equals 7x minus 4. The slope is the x multiplier of 7, and the y-intercept's negative 4. Shouldn't miss that one. Okay, what's the x and y-intercepts of the following equation? 7x minus 6y equals negative 84. What we need to do is copy that down twice, but before I do, I make that plus negative because we got to fill these in with the zeros. So 7x plus negative 6y equals negative 84. And again. Okay, so if y is 0, we can get rid of negative 6y. And I dot the x and just divide. You can circle it if you want, but you're just dividing. Negative 84 divided by 7 is negative 12. Okay, now if x is 0, we can eliminate the 7x, and I dot my negative 6y, and I divide by negative 6, and negative 84 divided by negative 6 is 14. Okay, tell whether negative 2, 4, remember that means x is negative 2, there's a point where x is negative 2, y is 4 on a graph. You go left 2 up 4. Now is that going to be on the line of 2x minus 3y equals negative 16? So I can easily find out if it is by it says show worker, it's wrong. Well, all you have to do is parenthesize the x and the y. Put negative 2 in for x. I know you can't see it, but I'm putting a negative 2 in. And then put 4 in for y. And now plug that into your calculator. It needs to equal negative 16. So I have 2. I'll be making parentheses and putting negative 2 in place of the x. Minus 3. I'll be making a parentheses and putting 4 in place of the y. And I got negative 16, so that's the number I have there. So yes, that is on the line. Okay, now the graphing. Graph the line. There you see the slope. There you see the y-intercept. We always put the y-intercept first. It's negative 3, so it's down. So 1, 2, 3. By the way, you're like, what's up with the 0? It means stay. You just go stay and down 3. And then your slope is 4/5. So positive 4, I go up 4, right 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, graph the line, x-intercept of 6, y-intercept of negative 2. This is where you do the 0, 0. So the y, what's the y-intercepts? Negative 2, because x is always 0 at that point. And then what's the x? Well, the x-intercepts 6. Okay, when we're talking about intercepts, we got to put zeros in for the letters. Okay, so the x means stay, and the y is up or down. We'll be going down 2. So stay, 1, 2. 6, 0. Now the 6 is the x, so that's to the right, and that's stay. Okay, so right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stay. Okay. Graph the equation y equals 3/4 x minus 3. So here's the equals. You got to mark off the y and the x. Now they are on opposite sides of the equation. Opposite means we need to use the slope and the y-intercept method to graph this. So the slope is 3/4 and the y-intercept is -3. So y-intercept, -3, go down. So down, 1, 2, 3. I know the lines are terrible. And then the slope's positive, so up 3, right 4. So up 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, graph the equation. -2x minus 3y equals 18. Spot out the x and the y. Looks to me like they're on the same side, so same side. So if they're on the same side, I want to use that 0 for x, 0 for y method. So write that down, make that 3 plus negative. You know, you have to write it down and work with it. So -2x plus -3y equals 18, and then again. So x is 0, eliminate that, dot that, so divide by -3. 18 divided by -3 is -6. Okay, so if y is 0, cross that out, and then dot your x. Divide by -2, divide by -2. 18 divided by -2 is -9, okay? So 0, -6, that's stay, and then up or down, well, probably down. So stay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then -9, left or right? Well, it's left because it's under the x, and then stay. So left 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So x equals 5. So here's the equals. Oh, I seem to have one letter. I seem not to have y. I seem to have only x. So no y. Well, y should be 1, 2, 3 then, because that's easy. Only x. What does that only x equal? It equals 5, so that needs to be the same number. Okay? So I go right 5 up 1. I go right 5 up 2. And I go right 5 up 3. Okay, y equals -2. Oh, I seem to only have one letter. Seems like we have no x. We only have y. No x, okay? So x should be 1, 2, 3, and y, only y, that means it's always -2 everywhere on the table. So I go right and down. So right 1, down 2. I go right and down, so right 2, down 2. And I go right and down, so right 3, 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2. Okay, and then we have our story problem with the domain and range. Okay, I forgot to do something here. You need to do me a favor. I messed up. Okay. You need to circle money and put a Y above that. You need to circle months, put an X above that. Okay. That's something that should be done for you on the test. You also need to make a down arrow because we are spending money here. Okay, so that'll be all. So now here's what the problem looks like at the beginning. I have $500 in my bank account. Each month I spend $100. Identify the domain and range relating to the amount of money left in my account. If I'm tracking my money, it goes down. So X and Y. X stands for the months, and Y stands for the money. So the X starts at 0, but how much money do we have? We have $500. And after 1 month, we spend 100, so we go down, so 400. After 2 months, again, 300. After 3 months, 200. After 4 months, 100. And after 5 months, I'm at 0. Okay, so the minimum is 0, and the maximum is 5. The minimum is 0. The maximum is 500. Okay, that's what you can expect on your test. Now, I have a short assignment on the other packet. You have 2 problems to do. This is something we got to get better at. Now, I'm not saying you guys. I need to get better at teaching it. Okay, so I will. And that's how to kind of line up an equation from a story problem. Okay, this is not on the test, okay, but it is coming again. It says a gym charges a $30 membership along with $33 per month. How much would a person have to pay for 10 months? I want you to make 3 boxes yourself. Now you're like, well, this looks familiar. Yeah, but you're going to do more of the work yourself now. Okay, you're capable of it. I'm going to need that. You have 2 units that I've circled, money and months. Now, before I would always tell you what's X and what's Y. Not now. If you have money, that is always Y. Okay? I can't emphasize that enough. If money is one of your units, which it is on all of these problems, then it's always going to be your Y. And then X is months, because if I have a time unit like months, days, minutes, seconds, that's always X. Then what you need to do is make what's called a rate of change. What you're doing is creating a slope. So per, and it's always the Y on top. So I circle the Y. Whatever Y is, that goes on top of per. Whatever X is, that goes under per. Now, there is a money amount in that problem that takes place every month, every single month. It's $33 because it says $33 a month, so 33. Then, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a line. I want you to do things a little bit differently here. I want you to put a Y here and a Y here. And it equals here, okay? Y equals. Just do that. What's your dollars per month? 33. Now, it needs to be 33x because it's every month, and I do not know how many months there are, and months is X. Now, you need to eliminate this Y and put a number instead of that Y. So Y is money. Now, how much money did we have before the $33 per month? Well, 30. So get your Y out and put 30, okay? Then put a plus sign, and now you can write your equation. 30 plus 33x equals Y. Now, cross out your 30 and 33. We're done with that. And we need to put that 10 months in somewhere. Now, it might go in for X. It might go in for Y. It's 10 months. Let's go up here and find months. Oh, months is X. Okay? So 10 months is going in for X. What you need to do, here's the X. Parenthesize the X and just put a 10 in for it. There is nothing with the Y, so I just plug this whole thing into the calculator. Okay, I'm going to circle that whole thing because I'm going to plug that into the calculator. There's nothing with the y. I don't need to dot it. I don't need to circle it. It is by itself. I just punch in 30 plus 33 parentheses 10. And I get 360. So this side is 360. And this side is y. Y is money. It's why I put that with it. Okay. At a racetrack, racers pay a $50 membership amount along with $15 per race. How many races would a person have participated in if they paid $170? Okay, so my two units are money and races. The money is always Y. It's X. Then per. Circle what the Y is, that goes on top. Races on bottom. Now, how much money do we have that is paid every race? It's not $50. It's $15 per race. So 15. Okay, then I want you to make the line yourself. I want you to put a Y and a Y at the ends of the line and an equals right there. So what I do is I take that $15, that's the slope, that's what we increase by repeatedly every race, so I put 15x because I don't know how many times. Now we need to eliminate this y here. Now y is dollars. How much dollars did I have before I paid $15 per race? Well, 50. Okay? So now you write, and it's always plus with a line, 50 plus 15x equals y. Now cross out the 50 and the 15. We have already done those. They have served their purpose for information. $170. What would that go in for, X or Y? Well, it's a dollar amount. Dollars is Y. That goes in for Y. So here is my Y. I don't need to parenthesize it because there's nothing in front of it. I just scribble it out and put 170. Okay? So what letter does that leave me with? X. Does that look like it's by itself to you? I don't think it does. I think you need to dot it and circle it. So we have this 50 out here. It's like a plus 50. So I'm minus 50. I'm minus 50. So over here I got 15.x. 170 minus 50 is 120. So then I can divide both sides by 15. 120 divided by 15 equals 8. And X is what I got. X is races, so it's 8 races. If you don't know what to label it, well, what letter did you get? X. X is races. That's like your gospel. Okay. Okay, an electronics game store sells used games for $12.99 each with a $20 membership fee. Find the cost of 6 video games. Okay. Games and money. Put the money first, followed by the games. That's always that, and that's always, and then the other one's X. So per, it's always Y per X. So Y is money, X is games. You always want to put the money on top. Dollars per game. How much money do I pay every time I buy a game? Well, $12.99 because it says they use games for $12.99 each. So every time I buy a game, it's $12.99. That's what it changes by every game. Okay. Line, put Y's on the end, equals. Okay. So that $12.99 is my slope. So 12.99x, because it's every game, so I have no idea how many times it was bought. Now you need to replace the beginning Y. Y is money. Well, what other money amount besides $12.99 do I have here? $20. So you can go put 20 and put a plus. So you now have your equation. 20 plus 12.99x equals Y. So 6 video games. 6 games. It's 6 games. Now go look up at your first box, and games is X, so that needs to go in for X. Well, here's X with a $12.99 in front of it, so I parenthesize it and just put a 6 in. So here's my Y, all by itself, just waiting, saying, solve me, solve me, solve me. Plug that into the calculator, okay? So 20 plus 12.99, parentheses 6, 97.94. So it's a decimal, but hey, that's okay. Here's why that's okay. What does Y stand for up here? Money. Perfectly logical answer, $97.94. Okay. The initial fee to have a website set up using a server is $48. It costs $44 per month to maintain the website. If someone pays $312, how many hours did they use the website for? So, money in months. The money, that needs to be Y. That's X. Per dollars on top, dollars per month. What's a dollars amount that is happening every month? It ain't $48. Oh, 44 per month. So 44. So Y and Y on the ends, put an equals up there. And then put your 44x right here in the middle. It's the slope of the line, okay? You need to get rid of the Y and replace it with another money amount. Well, which money amount? What other money amount did I have? I had $48. So 48. That's a plus. So 48 plus 44x equals Y. Equation's written. Now cross these two out. I've already put them. When they're in the equation, we don't use them again. Then I have $312. It's dollars. Dollars is Y. So in for Y. Y has no number in front, so I just scribble it out. I don't use the parentheses. I put 312. Now here's X. Does that look like it's by itself to you? It doesn't to me. It needs to be dotted and circled so we can solve for it. So it's like a plus 48, so I'm minus 48, and minus 48 from 312. So 44 dot X, and 312 minus 48 is 264. Divide by 44. So 264 divided by 44 is 6. Got it.